So I wanna talk about loneliness and exclusion in a general term, from its evolutionary reasons to how does it happen, why does it feel so uncomfortable. And in the end of this video, you will learn how to overcome this situation. So if you're ready, let's start. From our earliest days, survival depended on living in groups, because tribes offered many things such as sheltering, food, and mating opportunities. And what exclusion did was very simple. It challenged people's fundamental need of belonging to a social unit. This challenge, we call, causes a number of dysfunctional reactions, including lowered self-esteem, anger, depression, anxiety, and self-defeating behaviors. Studies also show that after basic survival needs such as nourishment and sheltering, the need to belong is one of the strongest human motivations. As a consequence, us humans spend considerable time and energy to form and maintain social attachments, and as a final result, we negatively affect it when they are absent. But why do we separate ourselves from others? What are the indicators? And how do we engage with those people is a different case. We can say people are often put into groups both by themselves and by others. This grouping plays a big role in both social exclusion and inclusion. Findings say that we mostly show intolerance to the poor and people on different life cycle stages, towards stigmatized behaviors, and to specific identity groups. But most of these groups aren't natural. They are created by some superior mind and controlled with power. And this core of grouping is based upon who is similar and who is different. That's because we shaped our values upon what is right or wrong, good or bad. And way we develop values might be causing exclusion and loneliness. We develop values through interactive processes involving individuals, culture, ideologies, and institutions. And our values necessity is because we have a need of definition and sense about everything we interact, so that our brains don't have to think about things we already know. This kind of sorting has and been done by every individual, and is considered as normal human behavior. Although most of us living in multicultural societies, it doesn't mean we want to show love and respect most of the time. In this graph, you can observe Mongolia, Russia, and Turkey looks convincingly conservative, while Sweden, France, and some others are very chill. And in this graph, you can tell that people with certain behaviors are unwelcome almost everywhere. But for me, there is also a key point in all these studies. Whether you have good or bad habits, when a group of people decided to exclude you, they can always find ways to dislike and blame something about you, because nobody can deny their gut feeling. That means there will be always something about you which will annoy some people and make them feel disturbed. Reasons can be varied in social structures, but it all comes to the competitiveness of life as a whole. So you can be good looking, have a high earning job, maybe know some couple of languages, or you're specifically good at something. With attributes like that, you put most people into disadvantageous positions simply by your existence, and this will lead to your exclusion in order for them to survive. You might be the most honest and well-behaved person, and even that doesn't change anything, because reality is most people are just scumbags. So living through life will inevitably lead to your exclusion at some point. That being said, you have to appear both strong and weak in some situations in order for you to make friends. My advice will be don't afraid to lose some friends and make some enemies. And I think this was all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.